Stik and Keem.
I got the juice, don't need no proof. 100 like the rum I drink that got me over you. And all your nonsense we all subject to. I found my lane and mind my business like I'm supposed to do. Let's have a toast for all the obstacles that got us here. I put my glass up in the air to stimulate the cheers. Not because we made it, but because we making it. I savor the moment, the bouquet forever evident. Yeah. In my realm, I watch the times go by. I got the world in my hands, but I can't tame the sky. Dare I try, I might lose my mind. But it'll be all good after I'm done sipping this wine.
Yeah, man.
Live? We recording?
No, we're recording now. We're
Okay.
recording on the podcast.
Yeah.
For sure. How are you doing, man? You've had a very busy weekend.
I did. So originally it was supposed to be another engagement party for Boris.
Yeah. Congrats to Boris, man.
Yeah, congrats to him. Man, he's happy as hell, and so is she. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But we had to switch up plans last minute. Then we just kind of chilled. So we just our boy my T came down.
Yeah. Yep.
We pretty much had a regular. We went out Friday.
Right.
You saw.
Uh-huh.
A little more lit than we were expecting. It is
I mean,
Saturday.
it looked exciting.
Yeah.
It looked exciting.
And then Saturday we went to the lake. We just had a chill lake day. Chill lake day. So I like weekends like that. Normally every weekend I've been traveling, you know, back and forth to Baltimore, doing stuff at work, just constantly been having weekends jam packed. But finally I'm like getting to a space like the falls and being like a lot less.
Yeah. Fall. I feel like fall is a good chill because that's when, to me, especially in Virginia where you get all the seasons.
Yeah.
This is when like all the hype stuff starts calming down. You start doing like house parties, or like get-togethers, not like parties, like get-togethers and stuff. And then when winter comes, all that shit stops.
Everyone's
Because it's too cold.
Goes,
to be going all out all the time.
Goes.
So that's the only reason like I like winter. The only reason.
I call it daytime in Gotham.
Yeah.
That's like there's no one's out. No one's doing anything.
Yeah.
So
Gotham has to be the worst place to live in the world. Not like in like reality. I'm talking like in superhero world.
Yeah, I
who's like, yo, you see the crime rate in Gotham and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a house there.
I would love to live in Gotham.
But like in real life though.
In real life, I'm too. I gotta protect myself. I can't be.
Okay, but I was like, but I wouldn't live in like if I was in like Batman universe. I would not want to live in Gotham.
No.
What?
No.
For what? The crime rate is crazy.
Yeah, be across the head.
There's a dude running around in a bat suit who for minor infractions will crack your leg. Like, no, I'm cool. Let me go live in Metropolis with Superman.
Yeah.
That's worse too though, because like you could be chilling.
You happen to bump into Lois Lane and she falls and hurts her ankle now.
But now
blows up the whole city.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or now like your car's getting used as a weapon.
Yeah.
Like what if you don't got no insurance? Like nah, I'm cool, bro.
They finally got people back in the office after COVID, and then you see somebody fly through your office.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Property damage like every other day.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
But welcome to Clueless Vino, man. Show where a guy like me kicks with some cool guests and drinks some wine in between, man. And welcome back again.
Yeah.
I got Keem. What's good with you, brother?
Good.
The good thing about these episodes is that we don't have to do like the introductory stuff.
Yeah.
So like we don't have to waste time like trying to figure out what you do or nothing like that. We can do it right. Like so, we're gonna do something different.
Yeah.
In a sense, and we just talk about like current topics, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't get to do that as much because I like to dive into my guests all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see what the world is doing. Huh. What I say? You could have just said, "Hey yo."
Hey yo. That's fine.
Well, what did I say now? Now I'm confused. What
we don't gotta say it.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna look at that like mother. Yeah. That's fine.
So you want to dive into your guest.
That is AO. That's AO regardless of who it is. You're right.
I try to say it low.
No, but I heard it. Like I heard it. I was like, what? But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that's been on everybody's lips, man, has been technically Donda versus CLB.
Yeah.
We're really here to talk about CLB, but if we get into Donda, we can.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to CLB, man? A lot of like it did what's up. What did you think of CLB?
When I first listened to CLB, I was like, I like it a lot. Like, this is hard. Like it a lot. Like it's Drake being Drake.
Yep.
You're getting joints on there. I've sat with it for a bit now, and it's starting to do like I guess the opposite effect of what his old albums used to do. Where initially I used to hear his old albums first and be like, it's some mid, and then
it gets better along with time.
This one is doing
the
reverse, and I don't know if I'm getting older or what. I don't know what it is, but I just think that now I think CLB is cool. I give like a 7.5, which is okay for albums.
Yeah.
Listening to Roy and Mal.
Yeah.
Roy, I think, gave the best breakdown.
He did. Like when I heard it, I was like, now, dang, do I even want to talk about it? Because like he kind of knocked it out the park.
Yeah, it was like perfect, and that's exactly my thought process was. It's not fair to compare artists, but like with Drake, with your legends, like your Drakes, your Hoves, your Nas, your Nickies, like when you have those legends, like you're gonna compare them to their past work, right? You're not gonna compare them to another rapper.
It's a natural thing.
I have to pay
especially in music.
Exactly.
Especially in music.
Yeah. So that was what I was struggling with. You know, I was comparing to his last work, and I just think that it's cool. Do I feel like Drake kind of okey doke does with all the marketing? I do think like
it was a lot of flash.
A lot of
flash in the marketing.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting the R&B album, but I would like a little bit more R&B joints on it. Yeah.
I think that's the number one thing that's been confusing me about the album. Is it was called Certified Level 4.
I may have had two
R&B
leaning tracks,
but it just didn't. The theme didn't feel like it matched for me. And let's get to wine first.
Let's get
some wine. This is your first time with the Clueless Vino glass.
This is my first time with the Clueless Vino glass. This is dope.
What do you want to do first? You want to try the one that you wanted to try out for just what's called it, or did you want to try do the Riesling first?
If we're gonna talk about CLB, by the way, I haven't eaten today yet, so this is gonna be my first meal of the day. So let's go ahead.
That's not a meal, Keem. This is not a meal. No.
It's grapes and stuff.
Okay. Anywho, which one do you want to try?
Let's try this one first.
All right. Let's try the Riesling.
Try the Riesling first.
It is a Washington Hills Late Harvest Riesling from 2020.
Yeah. I feel like this one's gonna be really good. That's why I wanted.
Well, I like Riesling, so you know that's gonna be.
The last one we had was the that German Riesling.
Oh my god.
I've been searching.
That
searching.
That jump is delicious. Oh man.
Yeah, I've been searching.
I think that's one on the show so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that jump was crazy.
It was so good, man.
Crazy. All right, let's see what we got here. That smells amazing already. Good start.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this one.
Good start.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this one.
Yeah. This is gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Good.
It's good.
It's got that thing too, where you know what I mean.
I didn't expect it to be this sweet, but it's
And not all Riesling are sweet like that, but this one got a little sweetness to it.
Yeah. See, this is the one. I'm gonna drink it like juice.
Yeah. See, that's another one. I think if it's in that slim type of bottle, it's gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to realize about these wines. If it's like that, it's gonna be alright.
Yeah. This wasn't even in the sweet wine section though, which is crazy.
Well, Rieslings are like right in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I think they're like one of the ones like this could be like really, it's gonna be lean, slight to sweet.
Yeah.
Lean, slight to dry. But
Yeah.
It's never like too far.
Yeah.
But the thing about Drake's CLB thing is this, and this is my theory. My theory is this album was come out in January, right? I think that the January album and the album that we got 2 weeks ago are totally different.
I think they're different.
I think they are completely different.
A lot of things happen between January now.
Yes.
A lot of yay stuff happens.
You can tell what got added recently and what's been here for a while.
Yes,
you can just tell listen to the music.
Bars got changed.
Bars got changed.
Yeah.
Bars that are very direct and very recent to events that have happened within the last 3 or 4 weeks are clearly on the album. So I think what was initially supposed to be Certified Level 4, I think it was supposed to be leaning more towards a, you know, more geared toward the women audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then as time just went on, he was like, I'm gonna do this other stuff as well.
And even with like, I think what Rory explained with 40, like the producer, like we've seen him do some major flips, some major samples, but like that made sense too. It almost seemed like he got bored. But if you think about just the timeline, right, about the album's supposed to be out in January, and then it doesn't come out until now, he probably did get bored. Because at this point, it's like albums are coming out, now I gotta make all these changes.
I gotta make changes. I gotta add new beats.
Add new beats. Bro, like a lot of
the timeline. Like we gotta put this out now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, exactly. I'm listen. Certified Lover Boy before Valentine's Day. This is clearly when that was supposed to come out.
Yeah.
I think that What's Called track with Lil Durk was supposed to be on the album.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive,
mm-hmm.
but like everything got changed.
Everything got changed.
So
I had to respond to a lot of things.
I just want people to understand. I feel like, and I've said this before, and I don't mind saying it anymore because I don't care what people say. Have your opinion. I don't care. I feel like Drake and LeBron fans are very similar.
Okay.
In the sense where they don't like you criticizing what he does
mm-hmm.
to any extent.
Yeah.
But don't take the criticisms as like, oh, I don't like the guy. Just take it as, I've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
And I've just, in comparison to what he's done, it's just like,
If you're a music lover, if you're a sports lover, I feel like you could criticize your favorites.
You should be.
Your non-favorite. You should be able to criticize the art itself.
Yeah, if you like the art itself, then it should be easy. But if you like the person, or like you're like a huge fan of a person,
mm-hmm.
and then you have a trouble doing things like that.
I'm more critical of the people I like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more critical of Braun. I'm more critical of. I'm not as critical with Drake. I was critical with Drake on this album because I'm starting to, really get into more of Drake's catalog and like especially going back and then listening to a few of his old stuff. But like, I am critical of a Drake because Drake is a legend. Like he's one of the GOATs. So it's
listen. Just because he made this album does not drop him out of like, he's never going to be no one's ever going to mention him in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's still Drake.
He's still Drake.
He's still Drake. So, but if you compare to what he's done,
mm-hmm.
this just doesn't, and it doesn't reach the expectation and the hoopla of everything that's happened.
Exactly.
You got dudes putting hearts in their head.
Mm-hmm.
You had the whole ESPN takeover. You put billboards.
So this person's on. This person's on.
And I'm like, just like.
So I should be able to criticize you without a buffer, and that's where I'm at now. Like I don't care. I was gonna say. I don't care what when I criticize like a Drake album or a LeBron game or something like that. I don't care about putting buffers like, oh he's great, but this was good. No, I'm just gonna say this wasn't good. Like CLB was not saying CLB wasn't good, but I'm saying like in general I'm going to criticize.
Yeah.
I want to criticize at this point because I feel like we always have to give buffers to those type of people.
And I think that's cool. And I think one of the major issues with that album is it's too long. It's too long. And I looked at it and
he could have drawn out a few. He could have keep it.
And I was trying to see which ones could stay and which ones can go. So we're gonna run through them.
Yep.
And we're just gonna see which ones you think could have been shaved off.
Okay.
Champagne Poetry. I keep it. I like it. Mm-hmm. Is it in par with some of the other intros? As I listen more, it's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I think as I listen more, it's getting better. I'm catching different bars. I'm okay, no, I see what he's doing here. So that's cool. So like, cool. Let's keep it.
Cool.
I'm fine. Poppy song, no. It's a no for me.
We don't need Poppy song.
I'm not singing Daddy song. I can't.
It's not.
I can't do
it. Like I think Poppy's Home should have been a Lucy, and I think that if you the thing about Poppy's Home, the more I listen to it, I'm like, oh, this would have been great if it would have been like a leak. But like, if you think about just the history of him and Nicki, right, and when you listen to like the verses,
that moment was great when
that was a great moment. That should have been one of those moments where you know how like when they first put the picture up of him being at her house and stuff.
Yeah.
They should have dropped it like that night, or when he got on her like live or whatever.
Yeah.
They should have just like drop it.
But if you're gonna do that too, put her on the track though.
Yeah.
Put her on the track.
Put her on the track.
Like, do that same thing. Like, I'm about to go get your mother. But then have her come with a verse. Come on. Yeah. That would have been fire.
That moment made me laugh. I'm not going to lie, but I was
It was a good moment.
Because, like, you're going to get your moms, but you got to let her come in and like, give you
gotta let her. Give me, like,
strong 8.
You know, at least an 8.
A strong 8.
At least an 8. But, like, come on.
A strong 8.
I feel like they wasted that.
They wasted that.
Girls want girls? Nope.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Nope.
I'm
sorry.
Cool. I'm cool.
I'm just like...
When I first heard the drop, I was like...
Nah.
Midway through, I was like, oh, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And the more I listen to it, I'm like, I'm cool.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
In the Bible with Dirk and Giveon?
I think that was... and I hate to repeat my boy, but, like, I think that was such a waste of a Giveon feature. I'm sorry. Like, you tell me you get Drake and Giveon on a track together?
I thought it was gonna be some weird, like some
hard
R&B, like
hard R&B.
I thought that's what was about to happen, and
like
it wasn't.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Nah. Again, it was just another way. It was actually another. It was a no offense. It was kind of like a waste of a beat as well. But I think
there was a few wasted beats on this thing. And that's just my opinion. Like other people like it. That's cool. Very very cool with that.
And this is going down like now, right? Because at first I was like, oh, I love that track. The more I listen to it now, I'm like, oh man.
I don't have to ask this question because we all know your answer.
What
if there's one track on here that you're like, yeah, I'm loving this track? No, that you're loving this track. Which one is it?
That I'm loving the track or not loving the track?
That you're loving the track. There's only one track on here that's a guarantee for you.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
People watch you on 2 different episodes, and they know that if it's a Jay-Z on it, then you probably giving it a yes.
Oh, I'm not giving it a yes.
Oh, you would not cut.
I'm giving Ho's verse a yes. Let's make that very clear. That track didn't need to be on this. That track didn't need to be on here. That should have been another one that was a leak, right? Not a leak or like a drop. I think he did that.
I mean, it was a leak because people had this record for like a year.
People had this
record
for a while.
They didn't have the Jay-Z verse.
So
that's the thing.
And the thing about timing, Drake is petty.
He's very petty.
Ho was on. Ho
they filed that verse. They said that verse wasn't great.
No.
And so he was like, yeah.
He said, I got the whole.
I got the whole verse that y'all were looking for.
Yeah, the whole that was like for some reason I don't know why he forgot his Basquiat's, his all his riches and money. In that verse, he was like, Drake, I'm sorry, this is about Certified Lover Boy, but I'm talking about killing people. People talking he was mad.
I was like, why are you so frustrated?
Who pissed you off?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
B sent you on the couch.
Like when you said, he was like, yeah, he's really mad. I was like, well, let me go back and listen to it. And I listened to it, like, bro, what's wrong with you?
What happened?
Are you okay? Did Solange beat you up again?
Yeah.
So I'm not.
I couldn't do it.
I'm not huge on a song, but I would keep it just because at this point I've only kept Champagne Poetry.
Okay, so you keep it for numbers.
So it's like sure.
Okay.
Fair Trade, Travis Scott.
That's one of the tracks. The more I listen to, I'm actually liking more.
Okay. So
I heard it drop in the bar. I heard we're gonna get to that song, but the other song.
I feel like I'm gonna skip it and go back to it, but yeah, that song's up next. Go ahead.
Yeah. I heard it in the bar and it actually hit really well. And I do think that he was trying to. This is one of those rushed ones, producing wise.
They want another Sycamore. And this was not it.
It's not it.
I like it. It's a good song.
It's a good song, but it's not gonna be Sycamore.
Great message.
Mm-hmm.
Fair trade, getting rid of friends. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people I would like to get rid of.
He gave us a lot of captions.
If he gonna give you one thing, he gonna give you some captions. Way too sexy. Before let's preface this. I put out a poll on Instagram, and I asked, "What did y'all think? Did you think it was fire or trash?" The record showed that 9 people said it was fire and 8 people said it was trash. I'm trying to figure out what they heard. that joke is terrible.
That shit is
absolutely... That is not a good song.
Bro.
I don't understand.
I am trying my hardest because the people around me...
Love it, right?
...are like, oh, it actually hits. Yo! What y'all talking about? No. I had a really long debate in our group chat about this. About just in general, but about this song. Because, like...
This song is terrible.
This song also played at the bar. Which, by the way...
But it hits, though, right?
It hits in there.
So here's the thing. It's not a good song, but it's a hit.
The beat is really good.
There are 2 different things. It's not a good song, but it's a hit.
And
It can work. It's fine. It worked out. It worked out. But that song is ass.
That song is absolute. Like,
it's not good.
It's not a good song.
It's not.
Too sexy for the shit. The sample, like, all right.
The sample, like, we love the sample.
But you can tell, you watch the video, you can tell he was like, this was like more of a
It was a parody. It was a parody song.
He knew it was going to hit, but he knew it was going to be like, so now he's really having to push this song. He got Kawhi on the video, things like that. The song hits in the club, I'm not going to lie. And then if you have a good, like, I had some Casamigos, right? If you have a good little drink, you bop to it.
Right. No,
the moment I get in my car and it comes on, skip. Like, I drop my phone trying to skip the thing.
It is a very environmental song.
Yes.
I'm going to try something new for the first time. And I'm going to try to make a phone call on the show right now.
Okay.
I want to get somebody who said that they love the song.
Oh my gosh, who's this?
And I want to see if they can explain it to us. So let's give it a go.
Oh my gosh.
First time ever.
Do I know this person?
Yes. Let's see.
Please leave your message for 804.
Alright, let me try Eric. Eric don't like the song, but I know Eric.
Yeah.
He can explain why the song is terrible.
Oh man.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's
not a good song.
Like it's not. And the thing is, I was driving here today. Someone was playing it outside the car. They had the windows down, blaring it. I can tell they still had the AC on, so they had the windows down and AC on. Because so I was like, yo, like.
So you wanted people to hear this?
You wanted people to hear that you're listening to the song.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I'll call Eric. I'll call Eric after we get through because he wants to talk a little bit about the whole album.
Yeah.
TSU, great song.
TSU, great song.
TSU, great song.
I love the sample of the cheerleaders.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
Maybe top. It's definitely top 3 on the album.
Yeah.
Into Deep. I don't mind it.
I like Into Deep.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like Into Deep.
That's the type of Drake and feature I like.
Yeah.
And if you're not gonna do the dinner, if you're not gonna do that, this is the kind of like. So that's cool. Pipe Down is probably the best song on the album.
Pipe Down is probably the best song on the album.
Like best song on the album. Like,
I'm trying to think.
Like you got a hook, you got a raps. That's probably the best song on the album.
Yeah. Pipe Down was one of those ones that I have on repeat.
So Yeba's Heartbreak, cool. I think it's clearly used as an interlude.
Mm-hmm.
That was the purpose of it.
Yeah. I
mean, maybe a little Drake part on there might have been a little bit nice. Maybe let Yeba go a little bit longer. But you know,
I think that's what I wanted to Yeba
maybe
go a little bit
longer.
Yeah.
But I mean, she dropped her album recently.
Yeah.
So that was I want to go check that out because I did like what I heard. No Friends in the Industry, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
What did you feel about Knife Talk?
Knife Talk is I think I like it. I think it's cool. It's still like very I had the same reaction. Like I like it. That's just better to explain it. Like it's not like special. It's not like, oh man, this is a dope song. But I like that he kept that on there. Like I do like Knife Talk.
So here's my theory. I liked it when I first heard it. So I heard it. I was like, oh, this is fire. They getting off. And then they got to the hook. That hook is terrible.
Hook is not the best.
I do not like that hook.
Hook is not the best.
And it's nothing against Drake. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
But just hearing that, gangs is what I'm about and is what I'm on, and then seeing that Drake is on the song, I'm like, I believe the guy with the knife in his forehead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe him.
I don't know if I believe.
And
like the one that was in the video was like, I'm sorry.
I don't know if I believe the dude with the heart in his head. You know what I'm saying? Like
I see that.
I'm not. It's not connecting for me.
I see that.
So like, yeah, if they could change the hook.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. It seems like it's what it is. It sounds like a 21 Savage song featuring Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
if
this was on 21 Savage's album, it'd be like, okay, cool.
I can see that.
But it's on Drake's album.
Yeah.
On Certified Lover Boy. That's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't match.
Yeah. Nah.
70 on Bridal Path. I mean.
Yeah.
It's a destination song.
So Drake does well with destinations.
We don't even have to.
He does well with geocoding.
We don't have to debate that one.
Yeah.
Race My Mind.
It's cool. I think it was cool. I listened to it. Actually, listened on the way here. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
It's inoffensive, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Fountains. I have passion fruit. I don't need fountains.
Yeah.
That's what that is, and I'm like, eh.
I have another take.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
The more you be going through the list, and the more I'm like, yeah, he really did take a whole bunch of flash drive tracks.
Yes.
And was throwing them on there because people said they heard that track like a bit ago.
It's like, I've heard this.
We've heard it
countless times.
Yeah.
You keep doing it. Like you keep doing
we good. We got it.
I think the underrated record on here, "Get Along Better" with Ty Dolla $ign.
I do like that
very
song.
Underrated.
I do like that song. I wanted a longer Ty. Like I wanted Ty.
I feel
to
like
really,
that happens all the time, and I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where Ty doesn't get off as long as he should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let Ty. I mean, Ty is.
He's a cheat code. He makes
becoming,
all your songs better.
He's becoming like that. During the era where, and this is another take. Like during the era where T-Pain was on everyone's chorus.
Yep.
Ty Dolla $ign is like that now. Like he's on everybody's chorus and he's knocking it out the park. He makes a song.
He's like salt.
Yeah. Like
you put it on there, it's instantly better.
It's instantly better. So I think that
even white people use the Ty Dolla $ign. Because they don't season things.
I know.
You see the joke?
I heard that. Oh man.
You only live twice. Shout out to Wayne and Ross, but Wayne, Wayne
skipped to Wayne's verse.
Yeah, like you almost forget that Ross is even on the song.
And Ross did a good job.
He did a really good job, but like Wayne just
another take.
Yo, what is up with you?
Sorry.
This was a Rick Ross record.
When Ross has features, Ross always kills it. If he gets someone that's gonna that spits hard, for some reason they always put Ross first. Ross always raps first. Oh, Ross went hard. But for some reason, every time Ross is on the track, I feel like there's an underlying the better person always goes last, so you forget a Ross.
That's usually how it works.
That happened with the drop with him and Drake, where Drake went in spaz. It was from
the Rosa Show.
Yeah,
Rosa Show.
Oh my God,
Scary Hours.
I'm blanking. Yeah, from Scary. Exactly.
Scary Hours. I think it was Scary Hours 2. I think.
Yeah,
right.
so it was like that was what happened there too. Like Ross snapped. Oh man, Ross snapped, and Wayne started going. Wayne started going more.
No, Wayne.
And I was like,
Wayne was wild.
I was like, oh wait, Wayne is you back in shape.
Yeah, Wayne wilding right now.
Yeah.
Wayne, this is the time.
This
is the time where you kidnap Wayne and listen, do that, but for your album.
The last 3 features that Wayne had, he snapped on the Griselda one, the West Side Gun one.
The West Side Gun one. Oh my God.
Then I heard the West Side Gun one and not heard that, and I was like, oh, Wayne's been training. Yeah. He's been training. He's been training.
I can make the Kim, Courtney, Chloe do the dash for me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
Okay.
I Miss You Too with Kid Cudi. Nope. Sorry. One, because I'm a big Fiasco fan, and he don't like Kid Cudi, so I can't.
Yeah.
But also, Kid Cudi just sounded weird on that song. And what makes it bad is I like that song because Drake is really petty on this song.
Yeah.
He's really petty on this song.
Really petty. And I love pettiness.
She was like, what did she say? He's like, yeah, she said that I was just a phase. He's like, okay, I miss you too. I'm like, what? Okay. That's not what she said. That's not what she said at all. You're not listening.
You're gaslighting the hell out of her right now.
I'm like, no, you're not listening to her. I want to love that song, but just because of that, man.
I think they could have had. I think if you're gonna pick Cudi on it, it's gonna be one of those moments that people want to run to. Just gotta make it a little better.
So it's one of those. Right?
Yeah, you could see that one.
Fucking fans. Again, I don't remember anything about that song.
Fucking fans could be taken off.
I don't remember anything about this song.
It could be taken off.
And the remorse.
I like the remorse.
It just doesn't. It doesn't live up to any outros.
No, it doesn't live up to any outros.
I mean,
I wish there was more. I wish there was more cohesiveness on this album. But at this point, we've already said too many songs.
Way too many songs.
Clearly, these were added sporadically. There's no cohesiveness to it. So when I heard Remorse, I was like, okay, it's a good song. It's a dope song. I like it on the album.
Yeah, I mean, dog.
But it's not one of his best. It's not a good outro.
Views is an outro from Views.
Mm-hmm.
What's another outro that's hot? Just Do Not Disturb.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 a.m. and what's the one with This Is Tiger on. Now I have to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m. and 6 p.m. in New York. That's where This Is Tiger. Where he goes off.
That was the outro.
Yep.
That was a good outro.
Pound Cake, Paris More Music. I mean, dog.
It
It just does not live up to previous outros.
And again, that's where we're at right now. We're holding with Drake.
Yeah, it's just like, fam.
But there's the Beehive, and you got to make sure you got to really got to watch out for the Aubrey Hive. Like you can't say a word about it.
Nah, you can't.
And it's like, what do you mean?
They're not as bad as other hives, but they will be. Like,
they're not as bad as other hives. They're just very they're very defensive. They're the ones that like they're the ones that be in the like
they be in the club like that.
Drewski's. You see that video where yeah. So like you got really like it's hard to criticize Drake around them because they're like always going to be like, what are you talking about? Like it's a defensive thing.
Yeah, they're rough.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get Pete to answer the phone call.
It's really good shit.
It's Sunday, so let's hope it's not Family Day, fam.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
We'll see if they call back.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like if it was like a 14, 15 track album, maybe even 13, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, like a quick in and out.
The cohesiveness needed to be there too.
Yeah, like a quick in and out. It still wouldn't have been like a really, really like, oh, this is a fire album, but it would have been a lot. Like I'd be able to stomach it better. So you're right. Like a nice 13, 14 track would have been.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Okay. And I know you wanted to touch on what's called real quick. The best track on the album, or the best track that Drake leaked that didn't actually be on
the best track of the best track of the 2 weeks. The Dawn of the Week. And
I mean, they really screwed over Andre 3000. I don't like that they did that. I mean, he's like literally the nicest guy in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like the nicest guy in the world.
Wants to play his flute and drink Starbucks.
That's all he wants to do. He don't want to do nothing else. He's like, oh, great artistic, and then they just soiled it. They both found a way to soil it, and it's just terrible.
I hate what they did with pulling in, like, do you think that Kanye verse was Andre 3000 said he didn't hear that verse.
There's no way that was supposed to be on that on that track.
Exactly.
I think that track was never supposed to be that, or it didn't start out that, and I think he had a verse like that.
Yeah, I think Kanye had two different verses of the same Andre 3 Stacks.
Yes.
But here's the thing, though. That track was not supposed to get out. This is where I flip over to, like, you was being like, get on that track and diss and Drake, like, you was being like petty or whatever, but you was not letting that track out, right?
Right.
Then you get Drake, there's someone in your camp, Kanye, that is giving him stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Drake then plays that on OVO radio, and allegedly, but he did.
I mean, it clearly.
Yeah, he did. But it's like it's so petty to me, and it's like that was the Andre 3000 verse. Like that verse was so good. The song is amazing. Like we missed the opportunity to put out a really dope hip hop track.
It's literally it should be up for verse of the year, but now it's so tainted.
But now it's so tainted.
Like,
and the thing is, Andre, that he didn't do anything special. He just was talking to his moms. Like that.
But like you felt it, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You felt it.
It's so unfortunate that happened that way, and it also makes me like a little bit annoyed with. I hated how how Kanye changed the verse or whatever he did. Whether he was gonna put it out or not, it's still on the song, so you know what you're doing. I hated what Drake did by
They're both
it.
at fault, man.
Because
They
both
both have a 50% in this situation.
My thing is, if I can't think for Drake, but if I'm Drake and I hear this verse, in my mind, all right, like Kanye dissed me on it, but clearly this other person that I have respect for, like who he said he had respect for, is pouring his heart out on his track.
Yeah. You could at least, at anything, you could have cut the record.
I would have just if you want to be petty, just play Kanye's verse.
That's it. That's all you had to
play
do.
Kanye's verse. You can do it.
But
But he played the 3 Stacks verse, and he didn't realize. He thought it was going to hit like,
he definitely had a different. He had a different result in his mind what was going to happen.
Yeah,
and that's
people
not
heard
that's
that
not
track.
People,
I've been asking for it on streaming platforms. I'm like, they got to fit this somewhere.
Even
with the Ye diss, I'm like, Ye was spitting outside of him going at Drake. Yeah. There was parts where I'm like, yo, this sound like his voice sounded like oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, this is a track.
So yeah, I mean that whole situation is unfortunate. You know,
missed opportunity.
But in the end,
can I post some artists?
Yeah, go ahead. In the end, I feel like if you have to pick one album, I'll pick CLB. But it's not like it's a. I've heard better albums this year. Is what I'm getting at.
Do you want my answer?
Huh? Go ahead.
I think if I'm picking the album to go out to, CLB. If I'm picking an album to chill, drive around to, it's Donda for me.
Okay.
I do like. There's some Drake tracks. There's some Donda tracks. So there's some Drake tracks that I listen to and I automatically want to go out. Like I want to
be and that's what he should do.
Yeah,
that's usually what he does. And like I said, there's music for that. It's just not the quality or the caliber to what we're used to being given.
Like he has some Drake track. Like he has some tracks that I can clean the house to, which I do like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like this album is not bad. I told you I gave it a 7.5. I don't go higher than.
Was a bad album. More Life was a bad album.
Yeah, like this album is not bad at all. So I don't want to. But we should be able to criticize it. Again, I'm giving buffers. I hate doing that. But like it's there's some songs I can clean the house to and listen to when I'm going out and listen to in the car. Like that's how I break my categories up. Mm-hmm. I do think Donda for me was a better sounding album,
which Kanye West.
So that's why aesthetically I'm like I like to listen to it more. Drake again, I can the CLB album.
It's a great album. Pre-game in the club, in the spot, music.
I'm gonna bob my head to it. I'm gonna get a little lit to it. Yeah. So it's definitely a great.
I think they both end up being environmental albums.
The best track
where you are.
The best track for me for both albums combined, Hurricane on Donda with The Weeknd.
I didn't listen to that album at all. I just know the production stuff. That's it.
After this, I want you to listen to that song.
Hurricane. Oh, Hurricane. Who's on it?
The Weeknd.
I don't like The Weeknd either. So I love that. I don't like that's one thing that Eric gets on me about. He said he can't believe it. The Weeknd's just not for me.
A lot of people. The Weeknd, a lot of people.
It's not for me.
I know a lot.
And he transitioned to pop. Clearly, he's a pop star, and that's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Drake's a pop star technically.
Yeah.
But So we also wanted to get into another topic. Which one do you want to get into? We got 4 that we have left. So I'll let you intro the next one.
Shikari?
We can get into Shikari.
We can get into Shikari.
And I am gonna use a buffer for this because you have to understand that
we may use the same buffer.
We are not. This is not a podcast, or we are not people who are disrespecting black women in general, but black women at all. Because we have mothers, we have sisters, we have relatives who are black women, and this isn't that type of podcast.
Yeah, my sisters listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm saying this is not that type of podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to get cursed out. These are New York girls. I'm sorry.
I know a few New York girls. They are scary.
Mm-hmm.
They scarier than the dudes, actually.
Those are my sisters.
But we do have to get into talk about Shikari Richardson and just the art and the art of trash talk. Mm-hmm. So for those who don't know, which I mean most of y'all do, Shikari Richardson, she got suspended from competing in the Olympics because of a marijuana violation.
Yeah.
And we all agreed, everyone agreed that it's kind of silly.
It's silly because the next weekend they did an ad with Megan Rapinoe.
Very disgusting.
And someone else.
Disgusting that they did that. I was like, all right, man.
Cannabis.
That's crazy.
What?
Crazy.
Okay.
But I digress.
Yeah.
What I liked about her initial response is that she took accountability for it. She's like, listen, I went through this. We all understood that, like, being told that my mother passed away by a reporter is insane.
It's insane.
Honestly, she probably should have decked it. If anything, she reacted. Mm-hmm. Again, but she took accountability. She's like, listen, I did this. I knew what I was doing. I shouldn't have done it. I'll bounce back further. Boom. I was like, cool. Mm-hmm. This is great. All people were upset that she was like, you just accepting it, I was like, no, just let her take accountability. Yeah. That's fine. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was going to be the thing. That was going to be her thing. Mm-hmm. It is not her thing.
She had a Nike ad from it. She got a Ye ad from it. Like
she was getting people
for not competing.
People were behind her. The problem with people getting behind you and you getting a following is sometimes it changes the way you act or think.
You have to
and you react. You have to try to stay who you were before that happened.
The humble person that took accountability.
The problem began is when she decided that, when she was able to race.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the actual race was called.
The Fontaine. Is it the Fontaine?
Fontaine, something like that. And the day before, I had seen like the people like, oh, she's in her bag, da da da. Like, oh, let me see what the video is. Yeah, where the little Nicki Minaj, like, I'm back, bitches. Like, I was like, oh, it's like
with her sitting in the makeup chair.
I was like, you are really like, and she was in her like, oh, I'm coming for him. She was real hype about beating the Jamaican.
I got hyped from it. I was like,
what I'm saying?
She about to be.
I like, pew. Like, but the way she was hyping it, I was like, okay, she's about to really come out here. So I was talking to Pew, and we had talked about it. And he was like, because we had seen like her interactions with certain people and how she was responding to different things. Yeah. And it was just out, and I told him, he's like, I didn't see it, but I feel like she's inserting herself into certain conversations when she doesn't need to.
She just needs to.
I was like, just chill out, relax, yada yada, whatever.
How old is she? Do you know how old she is?
She's like 23, 22, something like that. I don't want to. We have Google's free. But she was very. It went away from like confident to like super kind of cocky. She's 21.
21?
Yeah, she's 21. So she's young. I get it. Yeah. But like if you're gonna do that, I feel like you about to wild out. Yeah. Like that's the thing about trash talk. Yeah. Like we've all like if you're an athlete, if you're gonna talk junk, you have to be able to back it up.
I also slide in this part. Like I said she could back it up. I didn't think she was. If she would have got first, I would have been shocked. But I thought she was at least be top 3. We're gonna get to that. But like.
So I said to Pew, I was like, Pew, what if she doesn't place? He's like, nah, she got a place.
I thought if she placed, I would have been like.
She was like, she got to get at least second or third. I was like, right. But Pew, what if she gets 4th? I said 4th. I was like, if anything, she'll get 4th because like they are like 3 of the fastest people.
If she would have got 4th, I still would have been like, that's impressive.
That's good, like bouncing back from everything cool, whatever. And then the race happened. Keem, the race happened.
And like somebody put a parachute on her back.
Hey, dog.
I said, what? Her hair was going, but her body wasn't.
Understand, I took a nap before the race. I was hyped. I was hyped about this race. I was like, yo, this is about to be a crazy race. I know the Jamaicans, like, they heard what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you know what I'm saying? I knew that.
I love how Jamaicans talk. Like, they don't really talk.
They don't talk trash.
They're very petty. Like
it's in their facial expression.
It's like.
It's in a facial expression, right?
Like, they're like, they'll say like, oh, no. Like the girl, she's like, no comment. But
it's in a but the no comment was the comment.
The comment was the comment.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but it wasn't just them. I feel like the way she was talking, I feel like everybody was like, all right, dog, you gotta relax, homie. Like we were actually in the trenches, yada yada yada.
Even when they was doing the pan, they got to her because they got to do that, right? Yeah. They did the pan to her. She was like they just real like not just all the other girls like warming up like doing the thing. She stared to the camera
like what time it is.
Like you know what I'm saying like and she's like smile a little big, a little smirk like it's about to be.
Oh, when that jump said, pew.
No, what is it? Pew. I was like, oh, this looks good. Oh.
So I watched her the entire time. I knew who was gonna come first because she's different.
She lost to Switzerland.
She
Cardi lost to the girl from Switzerland. No one loses to Switzerland. Switzerland don't lose to Switzerland.
But she just can't. She came in last, dog. And it was bad to come in last. Cool. You came in last. Is what it is. First race back. I would have been cool just accepting that fact. But then there was the interview after that, where she kind of like doubled down on the fact.
She was like, I'm gonna be back.
Yeah,
like she was giving a real.
Like, dude asked like a regular question. Yeah. He asked a regular question.
I don't know, and this is where I had to put blame on her PR people. I don't know who they are, like, and I know track is kind of hard to pull somebody aside once the race is over with. But she's reached a level.
It almost seemed like she tried to deny the interview. Yeah. When I saw her, she was like,
Nah. And then she turned,
Right.
but you saw her turn around, come back. It was like actually not. It was almost as like, you know how like sometimes like a girl like they lose a fight in the hood or whatever, and they could easily just walk away, but then like, nah, let me just double back and explain why, Lord, why.
Yeah, no,
So
I had to explain it.
She was just like, I told her whole body changed. She's like, wait, and then she turned around, and was just like, ask me the question because I'm not going to answer your question. I'm going to tell you what happened, type thing.
Because she did not answer the question. She did not answer the question. She's just like, I'm gonna be back. You know what I am. I'm the so fastest person in the world. I'm like, yeah, but that didn't answer any of what he just asked. No. But she was running off adrenaline. She was running off adrenaline. Now, the funniest part of that interview.
I know what the funniest part is. I gotta find her name. I want to get all their names. I gotta get their names.
It wasn't the first place girl. I think what's that, Fisher? I think it was.
The first place girl was Elaine Thompson. It was Elaine Thompson.
Yes, yeah.
She is. I mean, she's the fastest woman.
She's different. No, she's different. I'm like, yo, she is fast.
Yeah, no. So Shelly Ann Fraser Price was the one.
That's who it was.
So that was the funniest part.
She walked by and looked over there like.
It was like the. Like what's up? Like it wasn't like just a smile, like wave at the camera. She's like,
yeah, y'all saw what happened. Like
she was like,
and she can say, and later on she said that she meant nothing by the face. It was like fam, come on,
everyone saw it.
Like come on, dog. And listen, that's the thing about trash talk.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't back it up, you gotta just eat what comes with it.
You gotta eat
it. But she has not had a great. She lashed out on people. She was liking tweets that was calling them
Jamaica's homeless.
She lashed out at Felix.
You do not lash out at Alice and Felix.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you don't lash out at Alice and Felix.
Like fam,
leave her alone.
To relax.
And Alice and Felix showed her love, and I think that what turned me from like Sha'Carri being like, and I don't like to tell people how to react to whatever emotion they're going through, right? Whether that's like she young, she may be going through pain, embarrassment.
Sure,
I don't want to tell her how to react to that.
We don't know her full story.
But then it's like when you have people. This is where the excuse goes away. When you have someone that goes on television, they ask. She doesn't just say it. They say, "Hey, like Sha'Carri, da da da," and Alice and Felix says the nicest, sweetest thing. Like, yeah, support her. Like, we've all been there. Like, it's just really nice and sweet, very supportive.
Okay, it wasn't anything crazy.
It wasn't crazy. It was two sentences like support her because I know how like. She's like, nah, showing support, fake support, whatever she said.
She said she didn't like that at all.
And it's like, this is Alice and Felix. You lucky she should have said no comment.
She could have said no comment. That's what I'm saying.
She should have said no comment. And you'd have been mad. You'd have been really mad. But she shows you another black woman support.
Yeah. So that's.
With all the pressure.
And that was the other thing that, so that's the other trash talk. Like, and people like, y'all ready to tear down the black woman. Like, no. This has nothing to do with that. This has to do with, and if you're an athlete, you know it. You run into people, or you're that person yourself who talks trash, and then it don't go like you thought it was.
It don't go like you thought it was.
So you just gotta eat it, and she did not respond to it in the best way. That's really what it came down to for me.
I think she shouldn't have posted that, like that Nicki video, that thing she did, like the Nicki TikTok thing. That was cool and all, like getting people hyped. I think you know your strengths, right? Know your opponents. After you saw what Homegirl did in the Olympics with ease and pointing at the screen like you did,
bro,
it broke the record.
You were just supposed to be like, listen,
I'm
excited to be back.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
It's
To
my
be
first day back. If you want to, you should have
buffered
buffered that. It's your first time back.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
all you had to do.
We would have been we should have been like,
dang, that's crazy. But we were like, remember, she said it was her first race back.
First race back.
Boom.
Saying
built-in jump, but you hyped it like you were about to take the gold. And so,
yeah, I know this. I'm trying to think of this if track season. So I think there's a few races coming up, and I wonder if what the
and
next
she pulled
steps
out
are.
at 200 after that. That was bad too.
She pulled out 200. So it's a lot of stuff that like. And again, I keep forgetting her name. Like Hera, I think is the last name. The Jamaican. She has so much poise. Yeah. So much like. She walked up. They asked her a comment. She was like, "No comment."
Yep, no comment.
But when she said no comment, she said no comment.
No, you saw.
And she looked. Who was behind the camera, they were laughing because she was like, she said no comment and looked over there. And
you know what time it was.
You know what time it was.
It's again. It had nothing to do with because like you want to tell like dog, she lost to black women.
Yeah.
So like you can't I know like that's a running thing on Twitter where you that's the thing with like, oh, you can't talk about them because but that's like, fam.
Yeah.
She lost 2 black women. We love them. We
Yeah.
love all of them.
We love all of them. We loved her.
This has to do with athletics. This is athlete. This athlete was trash that day. It is what it is.
She was trash that day, and then she didn't handle it well the following days and months after.
And that's really all it is.
Like you never changed your demeanor after taking the L humbly. Like she did like apologize, I guess, when she did the second interview or something like that. But at that point, the damage is done because then the next day you're coming to Allison Felix.
Yeah, you back at it.
You're back at it. People trying to show you support. You're like, oh, it's fake support. Like,
so
just say you lost.
I would just want her to, and she's young, like I said. I want her to learn from this experience and just be like, listen, you can be a trash talker. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
It's just how you just respond and react to it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's really all it is to it. And then I don't want people to be like, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to trash talk. Like, no, if we can't talk about trash talk, y'all can never trash another athlete again.
Yeah.
Because y'all was killing Pat Beverly. You would kill who's another superstar that Chris Paul. He lost like you keep like then that means no one can get killed. No one can get killed with trash talk no more. Yeah. But it no sense. Whatever. It's cool. I wish all the respect.
I think Sharon just texted me, so if you wanted to.
Oh, did you?
Try it again.
I think she text me. Oh yeah. Let's see if she'll answer. I'll say I'm not sure. Maybe she'll answer. But yeah, man, I just like that. I want her. I wish all the luck to her. I think she's talented. Let's get that out of the way. She's very talented, and she has people that want to root for her. I just want her to.
I still low-key want to root for her. Granted, she annoyed that she's annoying me now, but I do still want to root for her because it's like I want to see her. I always go for the person that which was crazy. She went from being top dog to underdog real quickly. In one race.
In one race.
In one race. So I always root for those people, and there's some trash talk that I like that, but that felt more of a defense mechanism and just it was kind of hard for me to
like a defensive mechanism.
Hard to get behind it because we've seen trash talk. We've seen women take L's.
We've trash
humbly.
talked people.
We've trash talked.
Yeah, we've trash talked people before. We know what happens when like it gets nuts and people start
Yeah. So I mean, I think that she's gonna bounce back from it now if she's racing those 3. Yeah. Let's shoot for 4th. Let's shoot for 4th or 3rd. I think she could. Let's shoot for improvement. Let's go.
She can't go nowhere but up.
You really can't go nowhere.
She can't go nowhere but up. So there's.
I mean, or she can just stay there, but she won't stay. She won't.
She can't stay at night.
She won't stay at night. She won't stay at night. I think at this point she has something to kind of prove in a way.
It's again, those women are just different. They are different.
They're fast women.
They are different.
They're fast women.
Like it's oh man, oh my god. I'll wait to see if she calls. Let's see. What else is on our docket? Let's see. Do I want to wait for her? Maybe should I call her? I don't know. She asked me what's up. What she text you?
What's up?
How did she also know that you would call her?
Huh?
How did she know you would call her?
I ain't call her, but like after you call her, I said, "Are you around your phone real quick?"
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so pretty much said that.
Yeah.
Maybe you give her a call. See if it works. So I told her.
Should I try it?
Yeah.
Let's try it. If he hang up with me again, we got a problem.
Hello.
Sharon, this is Brandon Braxton, aka Clueless Vino from the Clueless Vino Podcast. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. If you had hung up on me again, we would have a problem.
I was in the middle of texting you.
So we did discuss CLB, but we wanted to reach out to you specifically to talk about Way Too Sexy, the worst record on that album. Why?
It's not the worst record.
Why are you saying this is a good record?
Not. First of all, we can say it's not the worst record. Can I say what the worst record is?
Sure.
I absolutely hate Girls Want Girls.
Oh, that's a horrible record. It is not a great record.
That record is terrible. I agree with you there, Shane.
Way Too Sexy. Listen, if you don't turn up, just say that.
No.
Just say that.
Again.
Because this song, it goes. It just goes. And, like, is it dumb? Yes. However, if this is played at a party, it's going to go.
I just said that. It's
going to go. We played, like, my friend James, he DJ'd, was it last weekend, Keem, we were at Bingo?
Yeah, Bingo, yep, last week we were there.
He played it, and the whole spot was rocking. Like, the whole spot. So, It is what it is. Drake knew what he was doing.
But here's
when you said it was trash, I was like, how?
Oh, well, Keem said it too.
But here's my track though, Sharon. Here's my take on that. The track itself is not good. The beat is very hard, and Drake does really well with making very good party beats. And at the few shots of Casamigos, you're gonna rock to.
That's what I'm saying.
So yes, that song is really good in the club. I told Stik that, like. But if I hear that in the car, like I have to change it. I can't.
Yeah, it's only good in the club. I mean, even if it came on while I was lifting, like if I'm already in the zone, I wouldn't mind having it on while I'm lifting.
That's good.
But
good.
like, also I think I told you that Uzi should have been on that track.
Yep. Yep. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So this is what I say. We came to the conclusion that it's a very environmental track. So you have to be in the right environment for that track to be fired. Like I'm sure one day I'm gonna be out and the song gonna come on and I'm gonna bob my head to it. That's just the nature of the beast.
You gonna hear the beat first before you hear the verse.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It goes to me. Like I really like it. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know, but it grew on me.
Right.
It really grew on me. So wait, can I ask one question?
Sure.
What's you guys' favorite song off the track? I mean, off the album. I'm sorry.
What's our favorite song?
I think I said that.
Yeah.
Probably Pipe Down for me.
Pipe Down goes hard.
Yeah, Pipe Down's really good.
I think.
Oh my god.
My favorite was. Mine is Pipe Down or TSU.
Yep, those are my two.
I like the sample on TSU.
Yep, those are my two.
But yeah, I think it's a Pipe Down for me as well. I think Pipe Down that thing goes hard. It goes hard.
Yeah, Pipe Down's good.
Really
it's really good.
What's your favorite track?
I've been obsessed with You Only Nice.
I mean, listen, a rejuvenated Wayne for sure.
Yeah.
He's in shade. That boy's in shade.
In the Bible, it's just good all around. Like production wise, it's just great.
We thought it was a waste of a Giveon verse though.
Waste of Giveon verse.
Yeah, it was. People are just throwing him on tracks now. Sprinkle him in there. He sounds good. Yeah, it was a waste. I agree with that.
So last question. 21 songs, too many, right?
Yeah, it is. And yesterday, I think I finally was able to say, okay, I know every track now. It took me a while to memorize, the names of the tracks, just everything. Like most albums are 10 songs now, sometimes less.
10, 12, 13. 13 is usually the high.
Most. Yeah, 13 is normally the high.
Right. I'm like, oh, okay, I know the name of the song now. It took several spins. So I think it's an hour and a half. The whole album.
It's an hour 26. I think it's the runtime.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I listened. I took a few listens to it as well. At this point, I listened to the album. I don't know how many times. Yeah. I think my rating normally was, I was telling Stik, with Drake albums, it normally starts low and goes high. But now this is one of the first albums for me when it comes to Drake where it's like starting to tread a little bit lower for me. Like it went from I started like an 8 and now it's at a strong 7.5 for me. And that's probably where it's gonna stay for me. Like after listening to it, going out listening to it in the car and stuff like that. It's strong 7.5, which isn't bad. It's not bad for an album at all. For me.
Yeah, if I had to rate it, it would be around that same too. Maybe I think I would give it an 8 though.
Okay.
There are a few skips on here. I do like Knife Talk. 21 Savage is just getting better and better every time.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah. So I really like that one.
Stik made a good point. He said that it should have been 21 Savage featuring Drake.
I said that too, Stik.
Yeah, no, like it's just,
oh my God.
It's like you can't be like gang shit. That's what I'm on, but then have Drake on the song. That's just weird to me, bro. I can't. That doesn't compute to me.
It's just like Drake just let 21 have his moments. Like here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't need it.
Nah.
We didn't need Drake.
Nah, not on this one.
No. Okay. So yeah, I know we're talking about Drake. I've just been going back and forth with Kanye too, though. There's so much music out right now, so I'm just trying to figure out what I actually like.
It's a good time for music, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You heard the best track from both 2 weekends, right? You heard the track?
Which one?
The one that Drake leaked. I think he thought it was going to do something different, but it actually did the complete opposite of what he wanted for it to do.
Was this on Twitter?
The Ye and Andre 3 Stacks.
Yeah. I didn't get to hear it though.
Sure, man.
Somebody send that to me, please.
I got to. That is such a good. Like, it's such a missed opportunity because that track, I will literally put that on repeat and just shit. Like, it's the best track of the both releases. I can tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So wait, why wasn't it on there?
It was a leak. Kanye dissed Drake on it, and I think Kanye didn't have any intentions of letting it release. 3 Stacks verse, I can tell that Ye had a different verse prepared, and he dissed Drake, and he just wanted to keep it in the vault in a way. So it wasn't supposed to get out. Somehow, someone from Kanye's camp got it to Drake. Drake released it on OVO Radio, and instead of just preserving Andre 3 Stacks verse and like maybe deleting it, or not deleting it, or like not playing it, he played the whole entire track. So when you hear the whole entire track, you're like, wait, Drake, I understand what you're trying to do, but this is the best song that you just played.
Yeah. I just feel like him and Andre, I mean, they've done a couple of things together. They don't miss. Like, The Real Her on Take Care.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's just great. It's still great.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send you. So it's a it's Jay and 3 Stacks song. I'm gonna send that to you when we leave here.
Yeah, please send that to me.
I
remember seeing something. Was one more thing, like when the album first came out, Chris Brown posted something. Didn't they have a track or something together?
They did.
Yeah, he was very angry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was not happy. He was calling Kanye out too.
Yeah,
that was Kanye. That was with Kanye. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a dope song too. That was a dope song, but Ye didn't put it on the album.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Working with Kanye West, man, he'll make you record, and then you'll never hear it again.
That's another episode, a Kanye episode, for sure.
All right, Sharon. Don't want to hold you too long. Thank you for letting me call you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Bye.
No. Yeah. Well, I just realized I gave myself extra work. That sucks. Let's see. We got. Oh my God, Centine Toscana. Yeah, just switch out. I'll switch out.
You could attempt to pronounce that if you want to.
Centine Toscana. It's a. What is this?
This is an Italian.
It is a red blend. Okay.
Italian red blend.
That's odd. All right. Well, let's get it going. It's like a twist top.
That's one of the reasons why I got it too.
Yeah. That worked for me.
Yeah.
These things are a lot easier for me.
This is dark.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a dinner wine.
We're gonna find out.
This is definitely a dinner wine. This is a dinner wine.
All right. Let's see what we got.
This is a dinner wine.
Is it dinner wine?
I smell it. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just a dinner. If you just a little bit, you're like.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Well.
Cheers. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
That is dry.
Steak and potatoes.
That is dry.
This
Wow.
is dry wine.
that is really dry. Like there's like no. That's really dry.
Dry wine.
Oh man, that's crazy.
And here's the thing, we had this talk last time I was here. I like reds, and I told you I had an option to choose 2 whites, but I was like, let me just mix it up. I can't do it.
Yeah, man.
Because this was good. This isn't nasty. It's just I did better.
I need food with this.
Yeah.
To absorb. Like I need the flavor of the food, and then this is combined. Yeah, that is really dry. I need talking points to accentuate the dryness. Let's see. Okay, so on Facebook recently, I posted. I made a post, and I wanted to see what people thought. And the question was, what's a show that you resisted at first, but you absolutely love today? And I'm just going to go through some of the responses from the people.
Yep.
And then we'll go ahead and throw out ours.
Gotcha.
My guy Jonathan, he was on the episode of CluelessVino. He said Game of Thrones. Who else said Game of Thrones? Someone else said Game of Thrones, I think. Bambi, I used to work with her at Redacted. My guy Benjamin from Boston also said Game of Thrones. Mike Edwards, he went to that school that we don't like, the rivalry school that that we don't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Good guy though. Married at First Sight. I've seen a lot about that show. That's a very what's the word I'm looking for? They follow that show a lot.
Yeah.
They really follow that show.
They flipped it to so many different spin-offs. But yeah.
Yeah. My guy Dwight, Black Monday. Never really heard that one. My guy Nisho, he said the OC. My guy Marcus from back home, Grey's Anatomy. I got Brian from high school, That 70s Show. Kathleen said Grey's Anatomy, Breaking Bad, Handmaid's Tale. Megan Walker, she went to Randolph Macon, The Walking Dead or Arrow. Amber, she says Sweet Tooth on Netflix and Manifest. I've heard good things about Manifest.
I've heard great things about Manifest.
Old friend from one of my parents' old friends, Thomas, he said MASH. My cousin Sukor, she said The Office. That's a lot. That's a good one for people. My guy James from high school, Schitt's Creek and Fresh Off the Boat. Fresh Off the Boat is hilarious. Rachel Armstrong, another person who's on CluelessVino, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Shelly from Redacted, Doom Patrol and Umbrella Academy. And Gina from high school said Schitt's Creek.
Yep.
Those are all shows that, I feel like a lot of these are ones where like people said that they didn't get into it at first and then they eventually started liking it.
Yeah.
What's a show like that for you? Any shows like that for you?
Yeah, I think I have multiple. I had like 5 and that came to mind when you first sent this over to me.
Good.
One was the one I keep posting about. I'm pretty sure people are tired of it, but I don't care.
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. I hated American Horror Story at first. The first 2 seasons, like Asylum and Murder House, I was like, this looks creepy for my liking.
Yeah.
But now,
do you like horror movies or horror stuff?
I love horror movies.
But it was too horror for you?
No, it was not just about it being horror. It's also very some parts could be gory. Like it could be very mind.
Okay.
Like effing as well. I don't want to curse. I didn't know what other word to use, but.
No, you've been on this thing for 2 times. I don't care about it.
Oh, what, fucking? I can say that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's because he looked at my fucking. That's what I was trying to get.
Okay. So you're not into, like, gory stuff. You're into more, like, psychological stuff? Jump scares, maybe?
If it's gory, I'll take it,
okay.
Right? With American Horror Story, it was just, I was expecting a different show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wait, the first show didn't tie into the second one? I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I took a break from it, and then I watched Coven, which is, like, my favorite season.
That's the one with the witches, right?
Yeah.
That's the one with,
Angela Bassett,
the black one she was in.
Gavin Ray Sidibe.
That's right. Yeah.
They had
that. I remember watching that.
The cast also
I don't remember
Sarah
finishing
Paulson.
it, but it was really good. I remember watching it.
So that is where I started really realizing Sarah Paulson's like
she's
genius.
Yeah, she's really good at what
she does a lot. She's about to do the Bill Clinton impeach story.
Should be what's about, right?
She's gonna be the friend of Monica Lewinsky that leaked it. They put her in like a chunky suit and stuff.
She gonna kill that.
Yo, I'm like, just the range, because right now she's playing a meth head on American Horror Story. So
I like that they do that too, where they she's almost always a part of the show.
Always part of the show. He keeps the same cast. If you look at that cast list,
I think that's dope. Yeah. So it's like you're getting the same show but like different stories.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, he had the same cast for like the last like 10 seasons. And then another show, again, he mentioned it, Game of Thrones. Hated it at first, loved it, and then I hated the last season. So now I don't. It's disgusting. I don't want to talk about it.
That's disgusting.
And then All American, which is funny because our boy Jamie Robinson was like, "This." He's in the chat like, "This show is trash. Why you gotta tell me to watch it?" Now, if I can show you his messages, he's like, "Yo, it's fire." Like he was like addicted to it now. Yeah. Like he loves it. So All American is another show. It's on Netflix. I think those are the ones that came to mind. Those are the first three I thought about.
Yeah. Okay. For me, a lot of them were named on here. So let me explain how I came up with the question. For me, so like when I want to watch a show, I don't like when a show is like overhyped. I don't like when people are like, "Yo, you gotta watch this show." Da 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 da. And like, I can't do that.
Because the expectations.
I will literally wait until the show is over to watch the show. So for me, I didn't watch The Office when it first came out. I watched it afterwards. That 70s show, I didn't watch it when it first came out. I watched it afterwards. I love both of those now. They're like in my top like favorite shows ever. I'm trying to think, what's another show where I was like, I can't do this. But then like afterwards, it inspired.
I was about to say Friends, and then you kept.
I know.
You kept The Simpsons going. So when you said a show I hated, and I thought you were going to stop there.
Oh no, I hate Friends.
Friends is absolutely terrible.
I still hate Friends.
Friends is still terrible.
Friends is not a great show. I don't understand it. It's not a great show. Yeah, I mean those are probably my two. The Office and that 70s show. There's another one, but it's not coming to mind now. Also, there is a show that I want to watch that I've resisted, and they're gonna tell me that I'm blasphemous for never watching this show. But I feel like it's the perfect time to watch the show. The Wire. I never watched it. Okay. But with the recent passing of Michael K. Williams, I feel like this is like the perfect time to hop in and just check it out. I've seen clips from the show and it looks fire.
I've seen The Wire. It's good. It's long, but it's really good.
It's like 8 seasons, maybe.
Yeah, you'll like it. Yeah. That's one that I'm not gonna hype over. I'm not gonna overhype it. You'll like it. You'll enjoy it.
But it's just one of those things where like if people tell me like, "Yo, you gotta watch it. You got to watch this."
Yeah.
You can't. I get it. I do that to some people with like anime and stuff, whatever. So I get the opposite side of it.
Yeah.
But like for me, I never watched Game of Thrones because that was the thing for years. Like Game of Thrones, dragons. You know what I mean? Like
at first I wasn't watching it.
So
I got addicted to it.
That's what I heard. Like you can get really addicted to it, and then everybody said that last season was trash.
They rushed it. They was trying to end it.
You could tell they were just like.
You took the best, like everyone's universal best character. This is the first time everyone agreed.
And ruined it, right?
They ruined her. Khaleesi, she was
but at the end of the show, they're just completely like, yep.
The season's finale.
It's like let's just ruin everything that you've known and just like end it.
They turned her into something totally different. Like little slide note. Her dad was a Mad King. He was crazy. Like he was angry. Like he was an angry, crazy person. People.
And then she became it, right?
They made her the Mad Queen.
Didn't she?
But they did it in an episode.
Spoilers. But didn't she let the dragons loose and they were just like burning the entire chunk up?
Yeah, but so she let them loose before she was a Mad Queen. She used to let them loose when like she was like saving people. And everyone was like, yeah, like cause you hated them. So when she was setting people on fire, you was like one episode she set 2 people on fire that like they were definitely villains, but they weren't bad villains. They were just like for their country.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's a little mad. But then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, they transitioned her to be the Mad Queen.
Yeah.
But literally after that episode, she went back to being this glorious hero, having patience. Like, and then you realize, like, her best friend that like was with her gets her head chopped off in front of her, right? Her husband or whatever, like that gave her the dragon eggs. He gets murdered. And it's like something else, like it's just things keep happening, right, to her that's making her like react the way she does. So in the season finale,
so it's like a build up.
Yeah, season finale, she goes crazy, and they're like, "Oh my God, we hate her now." Like, no. There's a reason why she's reacting this way. She's been. Sorry, I'm getting.
No, it's fine.
Again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bringing back trauma.
No,
but it's that season finale, they made her into this crazy person. It's like, no, like there's a reason why she got so crazy, and not only that, y'all made her the Mad Queen way too quick. If y'all would have gave her another season, I would, all right, whatever. But that last episode,
it's like they made the switch just to make the switch purposes.
Yeah, like the Night King, him being killed by the sister she's fired, by the way, but not by. I'm sorry.
I don't want to open any old ones.
Either way, I'm done with Game of Thrones. I don't like talking about it.
Is there a show where you used to love that you look back and you was like,
I don't know about Arrow.
Okay.
I used to watch it a lot because I love DC. I love.
Sure.
So Arrow was one of those shows that like I watched and it was like okay, like I literally like skipped the last few seasons. Same thing with Walking Dead. I was addicted to The Walking Dead.
I think now, but then they started doing spin-offs,
people dying, people like care, like you just like all right, I just don't want to watch it anymore.
Were you did Lost have like a stranglehold on you?
Lost the show? I never watched it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's another one where people were like, you gotta watch Lost.
Yeah.
And then they told me that the ending was trash, and they're like, all right.
Another show that I think that's gonna happen to me right now that just ended a few weeks ago. You heard of Charmed?
I know the original Charmed.
There's an original Charmed. They just did a
reboot.
A reboot. At first, a few episodes, I was like, oh, this reboot's gonna be kind of trash. Became my favorite show. Like my favorite #1 show.
Okay. Does it have Alyssa Milano in it?
No.
She's the one. She didn't want to come back, right?
No, they all didn't want to come back. For this spin-off, they did a brand new group of girls.
Okay.
They were gonna tie it into the
original.
Yeah, but like it's a brand new group of girls, mostly like these are women of color, so black or like Hispanic.
Okay.
They do a lot of Hispanic heritage. A lot of they touch on the black stuff. Like the witch is more realistic. It's not like what we're seeing in the old ones.
Got you. More like based on realism.
Yeah. Do you watch the show? Because I want to give a spoiler alert right now.
I know.
Okay.
So don't give me a spoiler.
Don't give me a spoiler.
No. Just in case.
You want to go back into it?
Starts watching.
Okay. Cool. Well, pretty much something happened in the last episode that just came out that may have me like, all right, I'm done. But we'll figure it out.
So you have to wait to see. Is it one of
those? No.
Cliffhanger?
It's not a cliff. It's a cliffhanger, but it's not a cliffhanger. No, this is real.
Oh, okay.
This is real because of
Did he kill a black
things
girl?
were confirmed. Huh?
Did he kill a black girl?
I thought you said you want no spoilers.
I just know that there's one thing that would piss you off is that. That would be the only thing where it's like, I'm done with this show.
There is.
Hey, Tom. Am I right?
I hate to give you a spoiler, but I have to do it. I'm sorry, because now you may be itching. One, she's the most powerful witch out of all of them. She was the half sister and the only black half sister, because the other one were Hispanic, right? I think they're still women of color, whatever.
Right.
But
there's a difference.
She was so powerful. She was
the one.
She was the one. Man, she posted on Twitter, and then I saw the post on Twitter first. I watched in reverse, right? Because the episode came out. I caught what she posted on Twitter. I didn't mean to. Like I was like, oh. I was like, scrolling. Macy, what she put? And I saw that post.
It was one of those ones like I love working on the show.
I said no, they didn't. Especially because like her love story with Harry was kind of like what Piper was with Leo. So it was like it was a mix of that, except like instead of Piper being like a white woman, this girl was black. Like and like I was like, oh, this is great. And then I saw that post and I watched the episode. I'm not gonna lie, I was sad.
No, I told you I knew what it was. I knew what it was way before you said it. Like there's only one thing that could piss them off.
So sad. So they're coming back. So it's gonna be hard for me to. I'm gonna watch it because I have to.
You gotta see what the follow-up is.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with because they're not just writing her character off and recasting her.
Yeah.
This is the story, almost like what they did with Prue.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's exactly what they did with Prue. Being the most powerful witch.
It's exactly what they're doing.
Having the most powers, like having the most.
In fact, they're doing it a little bit quicker, I think, right?
This is season 3.
Oh, so it's probably about the same time.
Around the same time. Like one more season would have been great, but she's moving on to bigger, better things. Whatever her post said, I don't care. I reported it.
You reported it?
I did. I reported her post on Twitter. I did. I'm sorry. I was upset. just reacted. Reported it.
Well, I hope that you get.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it anymore. I think I'm done.
You gotta at least watch the next episode when it comes out.
Because then it's gonna open up for me to keep watching the other episodes. I feel like
it's gonna open yourself
because
up.
How it ended in like a damn, that's real like sad, and it's just like, all right, but whatever. Because like I don't want to spoil it because she's not dead. It's just she's gone. So it's just like, all right, whatever. I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it. Sorry, I went on a tangent again.
Oh my god! I think this is
that's why the episode's so long.
This is a perfect place to wrap. You know what, Clueless Vino, man. You know we like to rate our wines, man.
Yep.
To see which ones we like the best. So let's go ahead and start with what is it? Washington Hills.
Yep.
Late harvest Riesling. What would you get out of 5?
Out of 5?
Yep.
3.5, 4. We'll get 4.
Okay.
Actually, no, 3.5. Sorry, I wish the alcohol content was a little bit higher.
What did we have for that?
7%, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I hate having that search for it. It is 7%.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, hold on, no. What does that say? Residual sugar by weight. The hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
Does that mean? Is that another fancy way of saying alcohol content? Okay, I wouldn't say that's what it is. I mean, that's what a 7% is, but that's a weird.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Is residual sugar just a fancy way of saying alcohol? I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'm dropping my score for that. I don't like that.
By the label.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you said 3.5.
3.5. It's a little too sweet.
I had a lot of those. I'll say 3.75.
Yeah.
Cause I did like it. But it's like you said, it's one of those ones where I can just drink that and just keep drinking it.
If I had to chill, I was like, come back from work, just grab it out the fridge.
Out the fridge, straight from the bottle. Actually, to be honest, like no one around. This is what's happening. Then we had the Centene Toscana Red Blend.
Yeah.
What are you giving that out of 5?
Out of 5, I'm gonna give that a 3.
Okay.
Because again, like last time we had this talk, like we were basing it off of if we had dinner with it or not. This is a good dinner one. I actually I would buy this again because even though it's super dry, I know I could eat like a really good dinner with it. So I give it a 3. It's a 3.
I mean this respectfully. I get a 1.75.
Oh wow, you hated it.
It's really dry.
It's really dry.
So you know me, you know where we come from. Like if it's there, I'm drinking it. So yeah, I mean like it's one of those things. Like I'm a drinker, but like as far as like recommending for me, somebody that has a similar palate to me, or saying like, is this good? Would y'all buy this? I would.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
For me, obviously, because I'm not a dry guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the.
I feel like the last one I brought was way more dry than this one, and it had like the nose feeling. The red I brought last time, that one was not bad.
But I like that one though. I liked it better than this one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I like it better than this one. That one like instantly was dry.
Yeah.
Like there was no disguise. Like no like, you know what I'm saying?
No aftertaste.
It wasn't like Superman with a stupid curl around his face. Like there was no disguise. It was like, oh, I know who exactly you are actually. So yeah, that's a little rough. But again, like for anyone who likes dry stuff, and I do agree with you, steak potatoes, fire.
Yeah.
You infuse the flavor with the food, with the wine, it's perfect. But
I see what you're saying. Like if someone told me to drink that, like in my head they don't tell me to drink it for dinner and I drink it.
Like you're not giving
this to me. Like
you're not giving this to me just to give it to me without food.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm going into your kitchen like, oh, you clearly are cooking for me because there's no way you're handing me this. Just off of the rip.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. That's how I look.
Gotta be shitting me if you think you're gonna give me that shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have to do the. I keep forgetting I gotta do the drink up thing. So I have to have a little bit of wine left for it. Yeah. So just a little splash.
Can we get?
Yeah. No, it's fine. We have the other thing afterwards.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So. I do want to thank you for coming on the show.
Yep.
I clearly have to now sync the audio to
to the video because I didn't turn the mic on for the first half, which is
some work to do.
Yeah, I do, and I hate that. But you know, it's only the second time I've done it, so I mean,
maybe you'll try listening to CLB while you do it. Maybe Way Too Sexy to help you sync the audio.
if you call me and I'm like, yo, Stik, what you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm listening to Way Too Sexy, man. Just know that I'm in trouble. No, I'm in trouble. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, you need help?
Yes. Like, don't, like, triangulate my location to figure out where I'm at, because something's wrong. I'm in trouble. There's no reason for me to say that phrase. I promise you. I promise you. But yeah, I do appreciate you coming, man. Yeah. Always. You know,
always, man.
You like the semi-recurring host.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
For the show. And you know, we got a lot of things coming up. We still want to do that. We still want you to host the relationship show.
I can't wait to do
that. We definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun episode.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll have a few. I wanna kind of try to get you and the guys together.
Yeah.
So I wanna do some stuff with y'all. Not like an expose, but like just to get together and talk about, you know, past stuff. You know, past seasons.
I can get petty, so make sure you have other beefs.
Because, you know, I just feel like somebody's got to do it. And, you know, thanks for coming, man, but don't forget, drink up.
Drink up.
Petty man. Yeah, that's me.